is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and wow, I have a ton of things to show you that sold this weekend. So record-breaking sales on Poshmark for me. I had 7 sales on Poshmark this weekend, which is absolutely ridiculous for me. I am super stoked. And then on eBay, I had between 23 and 25, so over 30 items sold for me this weekend on my various platforms. So let's just dive right in, shall we? Let's see, I'll start with eBay. Okay, first item with eBay is, I guess somebody's getting ready for spring break. I'm not sure. Hampton Sun Sunless Tanning Mist. This sold for $21.89. I believe I got this from a bag that was hanging on the wall at Savers. So you can imagine I paid maybe $2 for the item. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, another item that I sold is a Funko Pop Energizer Bunny. This sold for $12.04. And I did get this from an online auction. I got a massive amount right before Christmas, and I sold quite a few before Christmas, and then I've just been selling them, you know, steadily. I actually only have, I have less than half left of what I had originally purchased. So glad to see that going out the door. Oh, and also I did have a sale going on my eBay store, which is still actually going until midnight tonight, and it is 27% off. So what happens with that is if they put the item in their watch list, I will then also go back and send them an offer a couple dollars less than even my sale price. And that helps to trigger some additional sales. So this one here that I'm going to show you, this is a minor league baseball hat, and this sold for $12. The offer was sent to the watcher and they accepted $12. There can be a lot of money in minor league baseball hats, so definitely keep your eye peeled. Next is, this is Madison County football, another vintage hat. This one sold for $10.58. So that's cool. Madison County is local to me. Well, it's a little bit further away, but anyway, let's see. Oh, this one is so fun. Okay, so I actually, if you look in my YouTube channel, I have a playlist for hoarder house hauls. And basically what happened was I was able to go into a house and throw everything I possibly could throw into bags out of 5 different closets that were literally just overflowing with new with tags, dead stock, vintage items. I am still selling all of those things. It's over a year later and I'm selling a couple items a week. And today I'm actually showing you at least 2 of these items came from this hoarder house. So the first one is amazing. Oh, okay, so I pulled 2 of those hats. Awesome. Okay, this is, let me see how it goes exactly. It's a wrap skirt and it's Hawaiian, it's vintage, absolutely stunning. The colors are just gorgeous. The brand is Palmer, and they do, I actually sold, I got a couple items from this brand from the hoarder house, and this is the last one to sell. This sold for $70. I had it priced at $100. I could not find an exact comp. And so I just kind of went with what my other items had sold for. So I listed it at $100 and it did sell for $70. I love the colors on this. Absolutely gorgeous. Someone is going to look totally stunning. Now, this next one, I am a little sad. It only sold for $30. The skirt has come off of the hanger. It's a skirt suit set. This sold for $30. It is Pendleton, and so of course it's wool, plaid, in really great condition, but it just, I don't know, the style is not super incredible, and I think that kind of hurt its sales and its price. So, but you know, $30. and it's out the door. So there we go. Let's see. I sold a lot of postcards this weekend, so I will get to those. But this is fun. This is okay, I'm gonna totally kill this. Dilophosaurus, I guess, is the name of this lovely dinosaur. This sold for $6. So I was going through a phase where I was getting the dinosaurs off the wall at Goodwill. You know, they hang them in bags or whatever. But apparently dinosaurs just don't sell that fast. Who knew? So I have stopped picking up dinosaurs off the wall at Goodwill, and that's fine. Okay, next item to sell. This is a really good one, okay? This is Hermetese Professional Diamond Collagen Peeling Mask. This is new and sealed, and this sold for $49.99 full price. Love to see it. This one came, okay, let me look it up in my spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure it came from an online auction lot and not from a bag on the wall, but let's just check. Okay, and it says I paid $7 for it. It's been listed, oops, okay, doop, if I can figure out how to work my spreadsheet. It's been listed for just about a month, and yes, I did get it from an online auction. So I paid about $7 for it, and it sold for $49.99 in less than a month. We love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, next is, this is an ashtray, okay? This is Homecoming 1961 Catholic University of America, and that sold for $13.05. And everything is plus shipping, in case I haven't mentioned that. So this sold when I was running a 10% off sale that ended on Friday night. So that is why that is that. Okay, next is a corksicle, basically a koozie, mint green, super cute color, and that sold for $12. Really great condition. This is a really expensive brand if you've ever priced this out. So unfortunately, when I do find it in the thrift store, a lot of times it's marked and nicked and dinged up. So I don't typically pick it up, but this one looked really good and it was like $1 or $2. So I flipped it for $12. We love it. Okay, and then another skincare item that I got, this is True Alchemy, and it is called Spot Check Targeted Brightening Treatment with Niacinamide. Is that how you pronounce that? And that sold for $26.99. And again, this was when I was running my 10% off sale. So pretty cool, $26.99. This one, okay, let's see. I don't remember if that came from a bag at Goodwill or if it was, let's see, True Alchemy. Okay, it says I paid $3. Oh, and this sold in less than a week. Oh, I did get that from a bag at Savers. So always check those bags at Savers. You never know what you're gonna find. People donate stuff all the time. This is sealed, never used. So their loss is my gain. Okay, now I'm gonna show you postcards. I do have a couple other non-postcard items from eBay, but let's get to the postcards. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? Let me find this one. This is Marriott's Mountain, I don't know, Shadows, Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, and of course she did not pull that one. Oh wait, no, here it is. Okay. And this is posted, and it was posted, I cannot read the postmark, but this collection that I have is typically postmarked in the 80s, the early 80s. So this sold for $4.49, posted, kind of cool. It's the Marriott in Scottsdale, Arizona, with a pool and palm trees. Okay, let's see, the next one, I actually have multiples of this postcard. This is the Field Museum in Chicago, and it's coral reef, and it sold for $4.99, which was my full asking price. So we love that when that happens on my postcards. Let's see, this next one is cannons, view across Rogers Field in Fort Devens, Massachusetts, and that sold full price, $4.99. And then let's see, this one is from Washington, D.C., and it is neon lights, nighttime. It shows the Tune Inn restaurant and bar located on Pennsylvania Avenue. And again, that sold for $4.99. Wow, a lot of these sold for full price. Goodness. Something is making my throat dry. Okay, the next one is U.S. Navy F-14s flying over Norfolk Naval Air Station. That sold for $4. That was an offer to a watcher. Let's see. This one is, okay, where is this one located? All right. Fernandina Beach, a Victorian structure. This sold when I was running my sale for 27% off for $3.64. This is from 1987. That actually is a real photo postcard. So I did not actually put that in my listing. Okay, next is this giant artichoke restaurant located in Castroville, California. Someone sent me an offer for $4.50 and I accepted. This one was posted. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read this and hopefully there's nothing inappropriate. It says, blah, blah, dear, whatever. I know you hate California, but even you couldn't resist the giant artichoke. P.S. You now have available to you the entire collection of giant artichoke paraphernalia. T-shirts, pennants, I guess, calendars, etc. upon request. I'm moving to San Francisco July 10th. Write me at my new address. And he writes off a whole address. Christmas in July. Maybe you could come up with a housewarming gift. Got postcard from Lydia and Soba in Poland. Called yesterday to say hello to someone. He's still on Easy Street, ... One wonders what that means. Okay, next is Tiger Stadium, empty. This is the LSU in Baton Rouge. That's $3. It is unposted. That one actually sold very quickly. I have a feeling I probably underpriced it, but that's totally fine. Okay, this is Calico Mine Ghost Town Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. This sold on my 27% off sale for $3.64. And then another one that sold for $3.64 is an art print, and this says Contact of Two Musicians. This is by Paul Klee. This was done in 1922. Apparently this is on display at the Guggenheim in New York City. So this is unposted. $3.64 is what that sold for. All right, let's see. I have another postcard. This is of the Grand Canyon with Hopi Indians. And this is a linen postcard. This sold for $3.64. So I did get a question on my last video of how I ship my postcards. So as you can see, this one is in a protective sleeve. So I put them all in a protective sleeve, whether it's this side, whether it's like this with the open end, or one that has that I can seal it up. And then it goes into a basically like a cardboard postcard envelope, and that is so it helps it qualify for the eBay envelope postage, which gives you tracking. It's a special rate that eBay has negotiated with the Postal Service so that you can have tracking on your postcards or your baseball sports cards, those types of items. So it's either 69 cents for 1 ounce or 97 cents for 2 ounces. And it actually is very nice to have that tracking feature because a lot of postcards can somehow take a long time to get there, or they can be delivered, but yet the owner, the buyer, never receives it. So it's been very helpful to protect me because they'll say, I never received this. Do you know where it is? And then I can track the tracking check the tracking, and if it says it was delivered, then my responsibility is done. And yes, that's a little unfortunate for the buyer. However, it's incumbent on them to make sure their packages and their mail is secure, not on me, the seller. So I appreciate that we have that option available to us. Those are the envelopes that you do have to use. Maybe next time I do one of these videos, I'll actually bring one to show you so you can have a visual. But I order them off of Amazon, and I order them in packs of 100. Actually, I should be receiving a shipment today because I don't have enough to mail these out. I was low on my supplies. Okay, so I do have one more item from eBay before I show you my Poshmark sales. And this is a swimsuit that it's called a mid-kini, so kind of like not necessarily a tankini, not a bikini. I got this at Marshall's for $5, and it's Nike. So you can see it's kind of like a longer line type for the top, and that ended up selling for $43.79, and that was with my 27% sale. So $5 into $43, absolutely, I will take that all day long. And you know, what I really like is my clothing sales, my non-postcard sales on eBay this weekend were actually a decent dollar amount. I had several that were $40 and above. And then, you know, I also had some that were in the $12 range. So we do like to keep it a little bit higher, but I like it when I have a good mix. So going on to my Poshmark sales, I have this one, which is a Nintendo Switch keychain for the game Pikmin 4. And that sold for $12 on Poshmark. And I did pick these up at a thrift store for $2 each, and they had, I think, 4 of them. So I have them listed on multiple platforms, and I really don't mind spending a little bit more on an item, having a smaller profit margin when I can have a multi-quantity listing, because then it's the same amount of work for 4 times the money. So I don't mind that at all. So I have that sold on Poshmark. And then this pair of vintage swim trunks, this is duck head, and these sold for $18. They do have a mesh lining. They're in pretty good condition. The elastic is still in great shape. Let's see, I have this Land's End robe, and it still has the sash or the tie, the belt with it, which is always a requirement if I pick up robes. This sold for $20. Who knew? So some Land's End items can, you know, sell decently, and then a lot are just not even worth picking up, but you know, that's fine. Okay, I also sold this pair of Patagonia pants. I had never actually seen an item like this from Patagonia. It's pretty cool. If it had been my size, I probably would have kept them. But they're a pair of pull-on joggers with like a nylon type material. It's not ripstop, but it's a really nice pair of pants, really nice color, olive green. And the waistband is actually like a stretchy knit kind of material. So these sold for $25. So Patagonia is always a must buy for me as long as it's in good shape. If it's in bad shape, I don't get it. But if it's in good shape, I always pick it up no matter what the piece, because it will eventually sell. This is a pair of Lane Bryant yellow jeans. And you know, Lane Bryant sells plus size. This is Nuit tags. So anytime I find plus size with the Nuit tags, as long as the price is right, I'm gonna pick it up because it will eventually sell. And this sold for $20. And you know, I'm kind of wondering where I picked those up. So just in case y'all are wondering as well, let's look that up and see how much I paid. So it sold for $20 on Poshmark. I paid $5. They have been listed for a year and a half, and I picked them up at a thrift store. So there you go. And now you can judge for yourself if it's worth your time to pick up an item that you paid $5 for and then wait a year and a half to sell it for $20. Here is another item from my hoarder house. So that's 3 items that sold this weekend. for a decent amount. This is Pendleton. Again, this is a silk wool blend. Blazer, new with tags, sold for $34. So it's what's interesting. I just realized this about the construction of this jacket. It's the exact same as the other jacket. It's got these darts here at the shoulders. This is very unusual. I don't recall seeing that in a women's jacket before, but both Pendletons that I sold this weekend have those darts there. That's kind of interesting. So that sold for $34. So kind of interesting because Pendleton is really hit and miss, and then I sold 2 this weekend. And that's very interesting to me. Like I said, I've had these items, for the most part, have all been listed for about a year. So maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Because it did take me, guys, I literally, if you watch those videos, I literally got hundreds of items. And it took me a long time to get them all listed. But they are all listed, and most have sold. And we're just, going through the last of them here. So, okay, this is from an online auction lot. I would never pick this brand up on its own. But this is a vintage Izod pullover windbreaker. And I just happened to I just wanted to see what it was worth. Because men's clothes, it's a little harder for me to get rid of. I can't send them to thread up. Plato's Closet, it has to be, Izod, I can't send Izod there. So I kind of looked it up and, okay. So I sold this for $15. So, it's not in the best condition. I mean, it's not bad. It's nice and clean and whatever. So $15 for just a pullover windbreaker type thing that somebody was gonna probably wear while they're golfing, is my imagination. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I'm getting lost in my words today. Okay, let's see. Izod, how much did I paid $2. So $2 into $15. However, this is the bad part. It was listed in August of 2022, and it was an online auction win. So there you have it. I'm actually super pleased with everything that sold this weekend. Now I got to get it all packaged up. That's going to be a chore. But hey, at least none of it is breakable. Oh, except for the ashtray. That's breakable. So I have to be careful with that. But anyway, I'm super excited. How are your guys' sales doing? Are you slow? Are you having decent sales? Let me know in the comments. For us, our spring break will not be until the week before Christmas, before Easter. Yeah, but I actually don't know when the schools around us have their spring break. I'm not sure, because my kids are in a private school, so I'm not sure when the public schools around us. But anyway, I have heard from other resellers that their sales are pretty slow. So all I can say is keep plugging away, get those listings up, because the buyers are looking. They are looking. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you had anything interesting or funny or annoying about this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.